Ciao a tutti and welcome to Cooking with Nonna. Today I have a superstar Nonna with me.
Oh, thank you. I am Carolina. My family was from Maturin in the region of Basilicata.
Wow, so let's take a closer look and get to know our Nonna.
I was born in Brooklyn. However, my mother whisked me away at 6 months of age because she wanted me to meet a rich husband. So we went to a very affluent neighborhood in Queens so that I could grow up like the princess that I was treated as all my life, as I was the only child. Since we were the first ones to have a house, we were the ones that did the Sunday Italian dinners. And those meals we used to have, oh, they were incredible. Started at 11 in the morning till 6, 7 at night. When I was very young, it was really annoying because I wanted to go out and play. But I am so grateful for them because they have become the most treasured memories of my life. The food, the companionship, and then we all played instruments, so we sang. Who played the guitar? I played the fiddle. It was something else. It was really wonderful. There were caterers all throughout the family, right? And my husband's family was full of caterers. So he and I started experimenting. And it was wonderful, except for the fact that the first meal I made for company was a turkey. And unfortunately, I left the innards in it. So we did have to go out for dinner that night. Anyway, but I did learn all the wonderful dishes. My mother finally broke down and let me have the recipes and began teaching me. And it was wonderful. And then every Thursday night, we'd have a gourmet meal. You know, I read once that enjoyment of the art of living as well as the art of eating are or can be synonymous.
Wow, well you've had quite the life, little lady.
I certainly have, and we still have more stories later.
All right, save it for Barbara Walters.
Okay.
Really.
All right.
Let's do the cooking part of the show.
All right.
And what are we going to make today?
Today we're going to make pasta con noci.
So that is pasta with a nut meat sauce. And what's the first thing we're going to do? Let's get started.
I guess we better start with the tomatoes, get them simmering.
Okay, well, we have some canned peeled tomatoes, and to that I'm going to add some tomato paste. This is just a canned tomato paste. And we're going to get that all in there.
Very good. All right. Okay,
so we
very
got
good.
Our paste in here, and what are we going to do with this?
Well, we do want to break up those tomatoes a little bit, okay?
Crush them up a little bit?
Yeah.
I can crush.
Okay.
We have our KitchenAid immersion blender, very special tool. You ever seen one of these?
No, that's wonderful. My arm hurts when I'm trying to press them with a fork. That's great.
That's why this thing is so great.
Okay. So let's put that in here, okay? All right, now let's put that right in here. Got that on right, okay. Perfect.
We have this over a medium heat. And how long is this going to cook for?
Well, it should cook, at least a half hour, okay?
So just roughly 30 minutes. Nothing too painful. And what are we going to do now?
Well, now we're going to start chopping up those nuts.
Chopping the nuts. What woman doesn't love a good nut chopping?
No, whoa. You have the hazelnuts. Yep,
we have two kinds of nuts today. And we have first our hazelnuts, which we've toasted in our KitchenAid toaster oven for about 5 minutes. And if you want to remove most of the skin, what you can do is after they're still hot, you can just rub them with a clean towel, a very clean towel, and most of the skin will come off. But I like the nice hearty texture. So we're just going to transfer these.
Great.
There we go. So we have our hazelnuts transferred, and we also have walnuts that are going to be in this sauce. So it's going to be a really big feast of texture.
Right. And we should just chop them up coarsely.
Coarsely.
Right.
Okay. I could do coarsely.
Okay.
Okay. We have a KitchenAid food processor to help us.
You make everything so easy.
Well,
that's great.
I do try. And we're just gonna chop up our hazelnuts first
Okay.
because the walnuts are easier to chop and they'll get finer quicker. So just pulse.
Okay.
Pulse.
You don't
And,
want to get them too much because you're going to chop them with those, right?
and then we're gonna add our walnuts.
Okay. Okay. Not too much. Right.
And
Okay,
here we go.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, so what happens next?
Now we need a little oil in here.
Get some oil in our pan.
Right, and get that heated up so we can then put all the ingredients after that gets a little warm.
All right, so we're ready for our nuts
Okay,
in
we're
here.
just about ready. Yep. Get the nuts. Very good.
And grab a wooden spoon.
Stand back. Perfect, perfect.
Nuts fried in olive oil releases the best smell I've ever smelled in my entire life.
That's great. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Got that mixed up. Yeah.
So it's kind of like a double roasting
Right.
going on.
How about if we put in the capers?
So we have some capers for a great salty flavor. You don't have to add salt to this recipe.
No, I have to be careful with salt. You know, anybody with high blood pressure.
Got it.
And most Italians do have high blood pressure, you know that.
And what goes in next?
Okay, how about the olives next?
So we have some Spanish olives that are
Right.
pitted, stuffed with the pimento.
Mm-hmm. That gives it a little zing. Very good.
Can you use other kind of olives in this recipe?
Well, you know, you could use green olives and maybe a little chili pepper.
Little chili pepper?
Yeah,
You're a
that
spicy
would do.
gal?
Yeah, I sure am. Yes, I am. Okay.
And,
And,
last but not least,
last but not least.
we have some anchovies. And I know what you're thinking. I don't like anchovies. These will liquefy in our sauce. You won't even taste a fishy taste at all. You're going to taste more like a meaty, unique texture. You want to help me out here?
Sure. And that is very true. I do not like anchovies. I will never order them on pizza. But once it gets cooking like this, the fishy taste, as you say, goes away, and it gives your dish an incredible flavor.
Okay, this dish is
Okay.
amazing. So, and what comes next?
I think we better start putting that spaghetti in
Good
here, right?
idea.
Okay, good. You've got something to...
I do.
Oh, it's perfect, perfect. Ah, it's hot, hot, hot. All right, good. Thank you.
We're just using plain spaghetti.
Right.
Plain spaghetti. So when would you make this recipe, typically, in Acetua, of course?
Well, in our household, well, in my father's household, my grandmother made it at Christmas. The thing is, she was always looking for different ways to make spaghetti without using a heavy ragu sauce because, you know, her dear little boy, my father, did not like those heavy ragu sauces. So she came up with this, and he loved it.
He determined it was edible.
He determined it was edible, and how.
This
I
looks
think
like it's ready to go in our tomato sauce.
It sure does. It
So
sure does.
what I'm going to do is I am going to move this over here. Would you turn
Okay.
off that heat for me?
Sure. That's the middle one.
And this is going to go right into our tomato sauce. That is incredible.
All
Okay.
right, that's great.
Wow.
Look at that. We'll see how our spaghetti's going here.
I'm telling you, the nuts combined with the tomato, it's got a really great smell.
Okay, good.
And where'd the anchovies go? They're not here anymore.
That's right. All right.
This is amazing. So how long do we let this cook for together?
Well, about 5 minutes is plenty. We just
Right.
need to get it all mixed together.
Because you want
That's
the
great.
flavors to just amalgamate.
Right. Beautiful, beautiful.
And make sure it's hot, of course. I'm liking hot.
Where have
a
I
good
heard that
movie.
before?
It's a good movie.
It was.
Were you in
Is
it?
Yeah, didn't you see me? I was blonde and my skirt went up.
That was
Remember?
you.
That was me in another life.
Of course. this looks done.
It is. It is.
This is amazing. Okay, so let's
All
turn off
right.
our heat. Okay, I will get the spaghetti.
Okay, great. Okay, you gonna take
Yes.
that, and I'll get the dish for you. Yeah.
I'm a trained
You have
professional.
more muscle than I do. You do that part.
And you want to drain your spaghetti really well. Shake it out. Make sure there's no water.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Do the best you can. I mean.
Okay. In you go. Good. Oh, we got a few strands there.
Okay.
Pull them
That's
out.
not important.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
And switch again.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to get a couple spoonfuls of this incredible sauce.
Smells good, right?
It smells
You like it?
amazing. That looks incredible. So I'm just going to
Okay.
add a little bit fresh black pepper just to complete this dish. And that looks great.
Wonderful. Great,
Well, I learned
great,
from
great.
the best. So let's
Your
taste
grandma.
this.
Okay, thank you. Oop.
That's incredible. The crunch from the nuts really combines with the tomato flavor.
I love
And
it.
I can't taste any anchovies, but I taste something really unique and different. So I'm going to thank you for being my nonna today.
Oh, thank you.
Mwah. Mwah. And bow. Ciao.